Did you make money?
Luck. Oh, yeah.
Really?
He said, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I feel like you can.
I mean, people that actually
It's
trade.
like it's got champs.
That's literally the
you just won champs like a week
Just
ago?
one champs.
old champs.
Oh, shit. We're
That's crazy.
getting a little inside.
Welcome to episode number 11. Today's palabra de hoy es 11. Hey. 11.
Shit.
8. Ocho.
Ocho. I knew it was an O.
Whoa, you thought that?
Wait, do you know how to count in Spanish?
Yeah.
To what?
To probably 100.
Let me see. Get to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What he said.
Count from 11 to 20 in Spanish.
Once, doce, trece, cuatroce.
Isn't it like 14?
14.
15?
Close enough. Quinceañera.
Yeah.
My Spanish teacher, we used to
16?
do the distance
16,
learning
16.
in
Yeah,
school. She would
16.
literally just, anytime we take a test, she would turn off the teacher who was like in a
18.
different location
Yeah.
and just tell us all the answers to the test. I don't know shit about Spanish. I took 2 years, but we just cheated the whole time. Apparently, she still cheats. I don't want to put her on blast, but she's
What's
still
her name?
good.
What's her name? And
Can't-
what school?
can't
Mark
say
Tree
that.
where?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Miss
She's great. She didn't cheat.
Trying to throw her under the bus and shit.
yeah.
It's messed up.
That's just why I don't know my
Well,
Spanish.
look, if that's the worst that she's
Damn.
doing, I'm okay with it because there's been many cases of, teachers taking advantage of strapping young 17-year-olds in high school.
Do you know that happened at Mark Tree? Like one of the major.
Yeah, it happened to William Johnson.
Yes. One of the major cases in the United States happened at Mark Tree.
What's crazy about that is that I hear more about women teachers doing that to young students.
That's what it was. 3 up.
Yeah. In my high school, I don't even
Damn.
want to talk about it because it was in the 90s and it was fucked up. I'll tell you off.
Well, they were
screen.
probably ripping joints in between classes with their big hair.
Well, no, that's what we. I was talking about this. I was talking about this in my
and their
stream.
tie dye.
My high school didn't have bathroom stall doors.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, the bathroom stalls had no doors.
Why?
I don't know. People were trying to stop people from smoking, or
So you were just shitting and people could just walk by and be
like
like,
you.
They were just toilets.
There was several
Ew.
times. There was several
Ew.
times where, and there was in the foyer, in the middle of the thing. There was Wheeling High School 60090, 1997 graduates. Me.
No,
How old
no
were you
songs.
in 1997?
3.
How old were you in 1997?
6.
Boys,
Damn.
let me tell you something. I was already a man. You know what I mean?
I mean,
That's
you-
the time you were.
It's kind of like you're hanging out with 3-year-olds then. You know what I mean?
Right now, I'm hanging out with 3-year-olds.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I would not. In high school, I would not hung out with any of you
Yeah, right.
because you guys were 3.
Yeah, right.
Maybe Will. He was
Yeah,
6.
no, baby Will, who was
Could have been a cool 6-year-old.
yeah,
mature.
super
I
cool
was.
6-year-old. Talk about Pokemon and shit. Anyway, so we didn't have any school stall doors, and there was but mostly because of the graffiti problem there. We for some reason. Wheeling High School was poppin'. It's the most poppin' suburb in Chicago for the best graffiti writers.
That seems self-nominated.
Thank you. It was. So when I tell people that we didn't have any stall doors, people were like feel weirded out. But if you talk about anybody on my high school, everything was normal. And I'm not talking about just in the foyer. I'm talking about every single bathroom. And parents would obviously go there for parent-teachers conference, and they wouldn't say shit about it.
Well, see, that's weird because when I go number 1, I drop my pants all the way around my ankles.
At the urinal?
So no, urinals anywhere. So I get really embarrassed at baseball, football games.
Are you serious or not? I can't tell.
Well,
you
when
did
it's
or you
really
do?
crowded, they all just see my butt cheeks.
Wait, do you really?
No.
Oh, my God. I'm
You
going to
have
tell
me
you
sold
why I
right
asked.
there.
It happened to me once in Mexico. I walked in, and some dude was taking a pee, and he was literally ankle deep. I look over, and I see
Dude.
just 2 cheeks. I'm like, yo. I don't remember what I said because I had to have been 8 years old or
It's like
something.
the old dudes at the gym who just walk around naked and
Bro,
they put up their
remember?
legs on top of their benches and
Yeah.
in front of their older dudes.
Yeah.
Good workout there,
Yeah.
and they're just
That
fucking
happened. We went.
dude.
Bro, we
That's
took a
all I know.
tour.
Cowboys Fit? Or
It was
what
Cowboys Fit, wasn't it?
Maybe. Or was it? No, this was back in
In
Chicago.
Illinois.
Yeah.
Bro, we took a tour. It was me, Will, and somebody, Mike,
Probably Mike,
and Embos, and we're walking around, and they're like, "Oh, so these are the facilities." They walk us into the locker rooms, and there's 2 dudes just walking around naked.
Huh?
Slapping each other 5.
No, they were just walking. Bro,
Wanna go
this
to the
dude,
sauna?
this dude had a towel
Jesus.
on his shoulder. I'm
He
like,
spanked
"Yo,
him.
put it around your waist, dude." Like, ain't nobody trying to see. And it's not like it's not like you can like force yourself not to look because then you look weird. You like this, right?
You look?
Well, yeah, we all looked, right?
You kind of got to look and just not make a big deal about it. Like,
Yeah.
it's
I even went as far as to go like this.
I don't look.
No,
I just
purposely look away.
turn away from it. So
bro, you can't. Because I like we'd be walking and be like, and all of a sudden you see something, you're like,
It's too
I didn't
late
mean
at that
to.
point.
That
But
makes it worse if you don't look. If you
what's
don't look.
crazy is that
Then he's alpha to you.
well, shit. Consider me alpha.
Yeah.
consider me beta. Anyway, you guys had stalls in your doors in your stalls.
Yeah.
The worst thing is like you couldn't take so you had to go to one all the way on the left, so people wouldn't come in and see you taking a shit.
Wow.
Yeah, and
That's
that's
crazy.
why I've never. I
That's
don't
even grosser.
That's why I don't do that in public. I go home or I go to the
Scarred.
garage.
Scarred you?
I'm scarred. Yeah,
Scarred.
yeah. Thank God there was literally. Thank God that there was no phones back then. There was
Oh,
no
yeah.
cell
Oh,
phones.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no Instagram. None
Did
of
they
that.
have the Polaroid cameras? Like they come in and just like,
Yeah.
and they just had the fucking like you're so
They're
fucked.
like, oh, dude. He's like, I can't wait to post. I can't wait to post this on the bulletin at the entrance.
I want
of
to
the
make
school.
copies. It's
Yeah,
just
he's
gonna
like,
be
I'm gonna
posted
make
all around
copies of this.
school.
Dude. No, you couldn't make copies.
Oh shit!
Could you?
You gotta take a bunch.
Bro, this is how old.
don't know, we were
you
3.
got-
Yeah, I don't
Do
know.
you know
I
what a
wasn't working
fax
Polaroid
machine?
We
back
weren't.
then.
Yeah, we
Fax
weren't
machine?
ripping
Yeah,
sure.
pictures.
Okay. Do you know what a fax machine is?
Yeah,
Do you know what
Yeah.
a fax
I
machine
think
is?
so.
What do you think it is?
It's a number, and you send it to the machine, and then you can print out like pictures and shit, right? Or like messages.
What do you think?
Close
It's
enough.
like when you,
Yeah.
if I had a printout and I wanted to send it to you, I could put it in there and send you the printout.
Yeah, so it's like
So it's basically like a copying machine, or not a copying machine. It's like a printer that's set up to your phone,
bro. Me and Brandon,
Right?
yeah, sort of.
essentially.
Me and Brandon walked to the apartment complex,
Mhm.
and he's dialing this phone. He's like, "Yo, this is like it's not working," and I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, look, dial it." So I call it, and I'm like, "It's a fax machine." He's like, "Well, no, look, I'm dialing this one. This is office. This is what's fax?" And I'm like,
Oh my god.
"It's a fax machine." He's-
Okay, yeah. See, I wouldn't do
Bro,
that.
that's crazy though. Like, and I believe it. I wasn't even making fun of him because like I understand and I believe that he doesn't know what that is.
Yeah, probably not.
And then I started telling him and Matt what it was like in high school for me, or as kids not growing up in a place where everybody has cell phones, or that what was it? What else were we talking about?
I don't know.
Because we couldn't find each other, right? Like the only way that you and your friends got to hang out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, it is good to have grown in that period of time where you didn't know what the internet was, it didn't exist, and there was no cell phones.
Yeah.
And then learning about it as you're growing, and then like experiencing technology, and coming from a place like my daughter will never not know what technology is.
Yeah.
See, I think that probably our generation was good because like we started getting like phones started coming out like
8th grade.
in high school. Yeah,
7th
like
grade?
high school.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Remember like the Motorola Razor? That shit
Yeah, that was my
awesome.
that,
The
that
black
was,
one
That was my
with the
first
3
phone.
buttons in the front.
I had the burgundy red one. It was so sick.
The blue.
I remember I got my Motorola Razor on my way to like baseball practice, and I was so hyped. I was in like 6th or 7th grade.
Dude, I had the
You,
MD
you got
chocolate.
there. You're like, all right, mom.
I was so hyped. I was like, yeah, I got a phone, and like it didn't like the functionality of it. It was nothing compared to.
Yeah.
Wait, if you call a fax machine though, what happens?
He goes, dee, 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 doo, doo, doo.
It makes a weird noise, I think.
Yeah, it's
Like the dial-up sound or something?
Yeah. So essentially, what it is, Seth, is like you go to a printer, you put this in the back, you type in a phone number, click send, it scans it, and then it prints it
So
on
it's
the
like
other side.
it's like a text.
It's like an email.
Yeah, it's like
It's a physical
yeah.
email.
It's a physical email.
Okay, so I was close.
yeah, very close.
Okay.
But
Right.
it got me thinking. Like, it is nuts to me that I grew up in an era in which I knew what it was to live without technology
Yeah.
and what it was to live post technology. I don't know if Maniac took his iPod that I bought him, but he went away for a little bit and he needed an iPod, and he couldn't use anything internet, so he wanted that, and I went.
Yep.
It's $259 for an 8 gigabyte iPod.
Damn.
Who's buying that?
$256. I did
An iPod?
an iPod.
You get an
songs
iPhone
only.
for the same price,
Yeah,
and you have way more that you can do with it.
I know.
Why
You
would
can have
anyone buy an
videos.
iPod?
Is it like a nostalgia thing?
No, he wasn't allowed to. Look
No,
at
I
the
mean, is that
internet.
why it costs that much? Because
Probably, like a collector's item.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hopefully,
Wait,
it's
when
like
you
50?
grew up, did you have like 12 tracks and 8 tracks?
No, we had cassettes.
Yeah, cassettes.
No, but I did grow up where there was VHS and Beta, like BETA.
We know how to spell beta.
I don't
Yeah.
know what that was.
Yeah, but do you
I
know
had
what it is?
VHSs
It's like a
too.
bigger. I don't even know, but we did have VHS, and VHS was like all the rage.
Remember, like you get in someone's car and they'd be like, "Yo, you want to hear some fire?" They get out a fucking giant CD book.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "One sec,
Let
bro.
me flip through this.
Let me get this fucking D12 shit." Like,
Yeah. Well, I had that too.
D12.
Yeah.
I had that too, but
Shady.
for us growing
Slim
up was
Shady.
like the cassettes and the Walkmans, right? Like there was like this like thin wire that held your things together. And you could barely hear music. You could hear just like anything, like everything around you. And I remember we were playing back the first time I ever fell in love with Bone Thugs and Harmony. There was a Walkman left at the gym, and then I grabbed it and I pressed play, and I'm like, oh shit, I've never heard of this, and it's a good rap. So I put it on. I walked with it because it was a Walkman.
You stole it.
No, it was left there. It was finders keepers sort of
Okay,
situation.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
I don't
Yeah.
think that's how it works.
I feel that. He didn't come back later.
Anyway,
He was like, it's
I
He
gone.
probably did.
yeah,
He
he's
probably
like, oh,
did.
shit, it's
And
gone.
No,
now
I
he-
was listening to it
Now he
anyway
knows.
on the way to school next day on the bus. I'm listening to the thing, and I look at my boy Angel. I'm like, yo, listen to this shit. He's like, motherfucker. He's like, what? I'm like, you stole this shit from me. I'm like, that's yours? He's like, yeah. I'm like, you can have it back, but no. It's like, you left it there. It was
Shit's
a
fire, I
free
mean.
for all. And I'm like, yo, what is that? And then he's like, yo, that's Bone. I'm like, oh shit, that's so dope.
That's bone.
Anyway, let's get on with the podcast. I remember the first podcast I ever listened to was the Lost podcast, and
TV
it was
show?
and it was so informative, and it made my day that much easier. So I said it'd be so cool to be that guy that like random strangers listening to, and then I ended up doing my own podcast and winning an award. Look at that! It just reminded me of the nostalgia behind it.
Yeah, reminding
Weird,
everyone.
weird.
Weird
flex.
Weird flex.
Reminding everyone.
It wasn't to remind himself. Oh, yes, I wanted to do podcasts, so I did, and I won an award of doing it.
It's over there.
It's over there, alongside the other awards that I received. Okay, here we go.
Our trophies.
Comment
That
from
we've
last
won.
week's podcast.
Did he win?
KIDS. You guys using kids KIDS?
KDs?
KDs, bro.
No, it's KIDS.
Oh.
And he
what?
makes sure that he spelled KIDS.
I think that's supposed to be a slash.
You guys
Because
using
if he's referring to us as kids, most of us are grown
I'm
adults.
26.
what's KIDS?
I'm 25
Raji?
years old.
Why is
Huh?
it abbreviated?
The username. Oh, the username is kids.
I wouldn't label myself as a kid anymore.
Did you ever see the movie Kids?
I think
I've
so.
heard Kids by Mac Miller. We just
Yeah,
some
well, he based it off of
motherfucking
this
kid.
movie.
I think so. Who's in it?
Rosario Dawson is like the only one that went
Doesn't help
on.
me at all.
Oh no, several people. Anyway,
Yeah.
all right. So you guys using the GME or AMC stocks? Are you
No.
in the stock market?
No, and actually, I mean, not to be pessimistic, but I was waiting for the people to finally start tweeting out like, "Oh shit, I stayed in too long," and I finally started seeing some of those this
Yeah,
morning.
This
I saw
morning,
that
yeah.
this morning
Were
too.
you
They-
smiling the way you're smiling right now?
No, I just, I just am glad that I didn't get in. That's
Yeah.
why I'm smiling.
I know
Because everyone,
myself, like-
it was such a craze. It was so hard. It was like temptation to get in,
Mhm.
but like everyone, not everyone, but most people know like they were gambling doing that.
Yeah, it was straight
course.
gambling.
There was no other way it was gonna
And-
end.
And I am
Yeah.
not a gambler at all. So like, I didn't get in. I
it was
probably would have
tempting.
lost. If I got in, I probably would have lost money.
The thing is, it's okay for like us to lose money or like any of the celebrities or influencers who were tweeting it out, but most of the people that lost could not afford to lose that money. So it's a little disheartening to see how many like
Yeah, and
people in our
well,
community, because they're playing literally Russian roulette, not with their money. Like if somebody who's rich loses $5,000, like who gives a fuck? But most of the people following, who like I had a bunch of people sign
They're
up
just
for
gonna
Green
free
Wall
money.
Street.
Yeah.
They put
Some
like
of them lost like a lot of money. One guy messaged me this morning. He lost like $8,000 that he could not afford to
Yeah.
lose. So,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What did you tell him?
I mean, what,
what
can
can
you
you say?
tell somebody? I mean, I just apologize that he fell for it. But
Mhm.
yeah, that
Well,
sort of thing is not like
I
it's not new.
texted my guy, and I said, I'm like, what's up? Robinhood don't work? What should I use? And he says, LOL, don't buy that shit. His name is Big Willie Johnson. This guy.
Oh, that was me.
I thought you were talking about the other guy.
No. What did your guy tell you when you told him about
He
it?
said I would have rather you went to the blackjack table and threw 100 on black.
What did your other guy tell you?
I have one guy.
Oh.
Well, I have one guy that I speak to. The other guy does his own thing.
Uh-huh. and you didn't hit him up and be like, "Yo, are you getting in this?" Or you?
I don't really have a direct line of contact with it.
Yeah, I saw it, and I would have done it just the same way that I did the Pokemon stuff,
Right.
Just to do it, just to see what's up.
But everyone was tweeting
Bose apparently is in Doge, big in Doge.
I tried to talk some sense into
He
him.
says he's
didn't
got a
listen.
few 100,000 coins. You try to talk him out of it?
Yeah, but I think it's up. It's up. So.
How long do you think he should stay in?
No
and
comment.
also
No
I've
comment.
No comment.
No.
See, that just
I've
reminded me
made-
of gambling. Just seeing his reaction right there. It was like we just bumped into him at a casino, and he was like, "I'm up right now."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The thing
Like,
is, a
the
lot
way
of
he
people
looked right there,
like when
like-
shit like that happens. A lot of people ask me like, "What should I do? How long?" Most of the time, like 99% of the time, I don't know what the fuck a stock is gonna do. Especially in these situations, like the difference between trading stocks and doing it for a living, and like what this is, it's like two totally separate worlds. So as much as I want to get on Twitter and be like, "Don't do this, don't do that," I just fucking stay out of it. I don't fucking
Yeah, fuck it.
do what you want. It's your money.
I mean, I've lost already investing once, and people always say it's good to get rocked in the face once so you know.
Right.
And I lost money in something. I'm not going to say what, but I lost money in something.
Wang Chang.
Why expose? I just said I'm not going to say what. And
Well,
he
say-
just goes and exposes it.
Well, say
That
it
is
wasn't
how
it.
most people learn,
You
though,
could have
like-
said no, not that one, the other one.
Well, what I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I mean, you put me on the spot. What am I? No. Yes, it was Wan Chain, which
Which
still has
potential?
it has long-term potential still. I've been reading up a lot about it, so I'm just holding, hoping it goes back up, and
Okay, Jordy.
That's part of the process.
I
so.
regained some of my investment. I mean, I didn't lose all of it. I lost like 66% of my original investment.
Jesus.
But now I know like not to take risks like that. You
Yeah.
know? So it sucks for people that like thought this was the big thing and their scheme to get rich fast.
Yeah.
And they threw all their money at it and lost. But like a lot of people knew that it was coming.
Yeah.
But if you're uninformed and you're just following influencers who are trying to push their own narratives, like buy this.
Yeah.
Buy this so I can make money, you know? Like
Right.
that's what a lot of people were doing.
Oh, that's what it seemed like people were doing.
How
Yeah.
much do you think Elon has in Bitcoin? Because there's
don't know.
nothing in his profile name or anything. It just says Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Wait,
Do you
really?
see? Starting this morning, he's taking a Twitter hiatus after a week of like pumping fucking GameStop and
Yeah.
Bitcoin, everything that's crashing now. Just
Yeah.
This morning, he's stepping away from Twitter.
Just for a little bit, just to see
Yeah.
how it feels.
Yeah. I guess.
See, then that's like
He's probably got so much.
it's
Bitcoin.
messed up. But a lot of people
Super messed up.
A
He's like,
lot
I'm
of
even more
people-
richer than fucking Bezos now. He
Dude,
called him. He's like,
imagine.
yo, did you get in on GME, dude? He's like, I did. Dude.
That's the thing too, is a lot of people thought they were like sticking it to hedge fund. Like I get the movement and like
Yeah, yeah,
you
of
know, a lot
course.
of people felt left behind, but the thing is like sure you may have blown up like one short focused hedge fund, but there were just as many, if not more, players in Wall Street who
Yeah.
were long GameStop and like using that as a situation to
Yeah.
make money. So net Wall Street did not lose. Like
No, and
again, the people
it's-
that lost were the ones that
and it's
couldn't
making
afford
other
to lose.
stocks plummet too, because what's happening is that the banks that are covering this thing now have to collect on something, and they don't obviously have the money to, a lot of them don't have the money to, pay the dues that are there, so
Right.
they have to sell good stock,
Right.
making that stock, have consequences too.
I've always said that's the one thing that I'd like to learn that I don't know yet. Is
Same.
trading.
Same.
Because
I'll,
it's
I'll be
just
hitting you up in the next couple of years for sure.
The thing I would like to
Next
explain it
couple
to
of
people.
years.
Yeah, in the next couple of years.
Like people ask me about it, but it's like
I mean,
Well,
after
when I-
gaming,
when I
you
have
can't
time,
do it.
yeah,
You
when I have
can't do it
time.
when you're gaming
I
because
wanna
the
know how
market's
fully
open.
There's no
understand it.
chance.
When's the market
That's the
open
thing
from?
is like it would take so much time and focus away from what you guys do.
100%.
Like the people who are good at it and do it for a living, they're fucking. I mean, you guys.
That's all they
I'm
do.
fucking obsessed with it. Like,
Yeah.
and you have to be obsessed, just like you guys are with COD. People are like that with trading. So
And you guys are
when people ask me, I'm like, I'll teach you, but are you ready? Like, you don't want to trade for 15 hours a day for like 2 years. Like, there's no way you want to do
Is that what it takes?
Oh, of course.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
So,
It takes
That's-
that much.
oh, yeah, it takes a long time because you have to learn stuff like
Yeah,
that. That's how a
understand.
lot of people get started. They'll just start gambling and then they'll lose and be like, oh, shit. Now,
Maybe I need to
now
learn.
I'm interested. Now let me start learning. And that starts
Mhm.
the path that takes like
Yeah.
long time.
Gotcha.
The meme stocks, Robinhood betting stocks for volatility. obviously like this podcast is like about a week too late in talking about this thing because of like all the repercussions. But now you're seeing the amount of people that are suing this thing.
Oh yeah.
Is it as big of an inside job as it looked?
Yeah,
I
what
don't
happened?
think so. Like, I don't pretend to know Robinhood's business model, but it wasn't like
They
it wasn't
stopped
just
trading.
Robinhood
They
that
just said you can't trade anymore.
Yeah, those stocks.
you couldn't
'Cause
buy
they were
on certain
blowing up.
mornings. It's because
Okay.
they think it's because like Robinhood sells a lot of their order flow to Citadel, and Citadel was the hedge fund that was losing, so they're like, oh, let's help Citadel.
Mhm.
Maybe there was like a small sliver of that, but Robinhood was not the only broker that stopped trading. There was a bunch, like Interactive Brokers, Webull. There was a ton. It has something to do with like settlement periods, and anytime somebody places a trade, it takes like 2 days for it to settle, and the clearing houses and people that actually make the trades work and clear from one person to another,
Clearinghouse.
they require like deposits and a lot of money. So there's a whole complicated, it's called like the plumbing system of
Yeah.
Wall Street, and it's fucking very complicated, and I'm sure most of it was a liquidity issue, and Robinhood didn't want their fucking firm to like die.
Mm.
They've raised like $3 billion, I
3.4,
think,
yeah.
in capital. So
Jesus
there was a
Christ.
serious problem. It was not like, oh, I'm buddies with this guy, let me stop people
Yeah.
from buying. It was not that. So
That's crazy.
But that's
That's
what everyone
nuts.
thinks it is.
that's what everybody thinks it is. So,
For those who
And the internet mob is not very nice.
yes.
in
If
any
it's not in your favor,
yeah.
That's nuts.
they get rowdy. If one person's like them,
That's why I didn't say shit. I was like, if you're a trader, this is great because you know what to do. If you're not, then know the risks.
Did you make
Good
money?
luck. Oh yeah.
Really?
He said, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, that I know. I feel like you cash.
I mean, people that actually
It's like
trade,
it's
like
God champs.
that's literally the
you just won champs like a week
Just
ago.
won champs.
old champs. Yeah.
Shit.
Oh shit! We're
That's crazy.
getting a little insight.
People that
crazy.
trade know what to do in those situations. That stuff actually happens all the time. Like stocks
Mhm.
that go crazy amounts, you just don't hear about it in
Yeah.
Yeah.
the media. So yeah, it's a good
That's
week.
insane. Well,
That's nuts.
I'm happy that somebody close to us is doing it because
Yeah.
otherwise, like I wouldn't know as much as I know about it just because.
I wouldn't either if it wasn't. I mean, you remember the weed shit? It was the same shit. Just
Yeah.
7 years later, 8 years later. I am fortunate to have already seen that happen like 9-10 times. I know the movie and how it ends, so
So you just
it
applied
ended.
it.
Reapplied it.
Jesus. Pokemon cards. You played a lot of Pokemon. You played a lot of Pokemon Go. Did you guys play it? Collect
Don't say
it?
he played Pokemon. This
He
guy
did.
did not play Pokemon.
No, he did.
No, I watched him play Pokemon.
I play Pokemon.
He played Pokemon Go when
Yeah.
his girl was into it, and he played minimally. Don't say he played Pokemon Go.
Minimally.
He
You
doesn't
were-
know shit about Pokemon.
Bro,
Yeah,
he made me walk once from
He knows, like, the
to a
starters.
back of a McAllister.
Doug
That's
Trio.
nothing. That's nothing.
Doug Trio. Fucking
What?
Caterpie.
It's fucking Pokemon.
Rat-a-tat.
Raticate.
Rat-a-tat-tat,
Raticate.
Raticate. Machamp.
He never experienced Pokemon Blue,
Geodude.
Pokemon Red on a Game Boy.
Did you?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And you actually like do you have more unlocked on your Pokemon Go than he does?
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
This
Our
guy's
accounts aren't even comparable.
No. mean-
He's got nothing.
I
He has nothing.
only played for like a month.
I played it for a while.
Yeah, you
He
went pro.
still plays.
I could probably be a pro.
Yeah, that's
He's
how-
got nothing.
no.
He's got like one Squirtle and like that's it. I was like,
How
what
many
the
do you
fuck?
have?
I don't even own Squirtles anymore. They're all Blastoises. They're all pumped the fuck up.
Yeah. Anyway, so growing up, you guys
I was super into
have
Pokemon.
any cards?
My brother
I
did.
do.
My brother did. I don't know if he has them still, but I remember my
Wait,
brother.
your
had,
brother,
like,
the
flip
handsome,
books.
super popular, super athlete?
I mean, yeah, when he was a kid, trading cards was a lot more during his time period than
No,
ours.
that is true.
So he
I
like
had a shit
had
ton of
he had Pokemon. I think I got into Yu-Gi-Oh a little bit.
I did too.
Yu-Gi-Oh
put
trading
them
cards.
both.
You think Yu-Gi-Oh's going next, or you don't think?
No.
I got into Magic the Gathering when I was like.
Whoa, that's where I draw the
13.
line.
Yeah.
I did not get into
I
Magic.
That's
played-
the key
I
is figuring
played-
out what the
I
next
play
cards
shoots and
are.
ladders.
I mean,
once.
I was 13. I just thought it was cool.
There were some weird ones back then. You remember like Beyblade? You guys know what I'm talking about? Beyblade?
Yeah, Beyblade.
Like let it rip.
Let it
They'd
rip.
have these
Nah.
little fucking toys.
They
These
just
little,
go
these
into
little,
the
these
arena
little
and they
twisty
just
tops.
spin and hit each other. And
Yeah.
they,
No, that's
Or
Whichever one-
Digimon. Digimon was a flop. You guys know what I'm talking about?
no.
Digimon
This is
did
the
not
same-
flop.
Did
Oh,
you
it
play any of that?
flopped.
No.
It flopped. Digimon was
I don't
horrible.
remember a single Digimon.
Yeah, Digimon was horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah, I
Was it just
never.
like a different world from Pokemon.
Yeah, where like you have
Yeah.
this thing from like fucking birth, and you
Yeah.
you grow it up. You only have like one thing.
They did
And
like
they were just so
spin-offs,
stupid.
obviously. I mean,
So
they
what
were
I'm-
trying to make their money.
What I was thinking of that is like, think about the amount of kids that grew up doing that, and think about the amount of. Think about the amount of people that got into it and grew up to. A lot of them being super, super successful. I think it was Logic that bought like a $400,000 card or something, a Charizard, and I'm like, okay. That dude grew up as a massive fan of Pokemon, and then now that he can afford the Pokemon, like he went out and got it. So like it's it's as nerdy as it is. And we play video games obviously for a living, so I don't think it gets nerdier than that.
Yeah.
What?
It's not nerdy. It's cool.
No, not yet. It's cool.
Now it's
Obviously.
cool.
Nowadays, it's cool as hell.
Yeah. It's video games before it was cool. You guys were in. Anyway, long story short, I got convinced by my friend Hitch, who's sitting over there, to buy into what are they called? Break cards, break boxes.
Yeah, like just box sets and like booster boxes, shit like that.
Yeah, and I was thinking about it since I did it. I started thinking about the cards and what and I think I'm like, I have cards when I was in high school from basketball, right? I have a bunch of Jordans, etc. And I'm thinking, man, it's been almost 30 years. And they're still around. And if you go back even further, like this thing is never going away. What is going to go away though is the boxes, because as many first edition base sets or whatever there are, like there's not gonna be some
Which
in the
drives
future.
demand.
Which drives demand, yeah.
It's like it's a ticking time.
'Cause they're not gonna
bomb
reprint
of
them.
exclusivity.
But wouldn't the prices just go up on the boxes then?
Yeah,
Yeah, so why wouldn't you just buy a box and just hold on to it?
I am.
This sounds like GameStop, but with Pokemon cards.
It's
Is there a market
it's
to short
gambling as
Pokemon?
well. Because you buy, like Hector bought into a break and he
Two.
bought
Two.
two breaks.
So I bought two. Yeah, I bought two bricks now. But at the time, so Clayster went out and bought a box of base first edition base set. I don't know how to fucking say
It
it.
was like a Team Rocket thing.
Team Rocket something.
Okay.
And Hitch like added me in it because I was asking him about that earlier, and he's like, if you buy one packet for $900, there's opportunities in there for you to get a card
And
that's
Hector
worth.
obviously won. Like he got like one
You
of the
got,
best
like-
cards of the whole
You
break.
got like a really good card. Yeah, as long as it's a PSA 10, that's like the most important thing. You can get like a really rare card. PSA 10 means it's in perfect condition, right?
Oh shit.
And it takes the price from like fucking 10,000.
How much
PSA
does it
9's like
cost to get
200.
it graded as well? That's a question.
An expedited one is $250, but you can send it in and take like a couple of months for $90.
I didn't know it was that expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, like that costs
$90
money right
is
there
expensive?
to send it in, and
But you can do multiple cards at once though, no?
I think it's per card. I don't know.
No
I'm new
way,
to this.
no way. 'Cause
I'm new.
I
I'm
see
new.
people sending like boxes of fucking cards.
I mean, maybe they know they have the overhead. They just
I
But
mean,
are
they
these
could, I
brand new
guess, but
cards or are they old cards?
They're
that
old cards that
people
have never been opened yet.
They've
Yeah.
never
They've just been
opened.
holding onto the boxes.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why they're so expensive
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, if we added another microphone, like Hitch could explain it a little bit better. But anyway, long
I mean,
story
it's,
short,
it's not hard to understand.
long story
Yeah.
short,
The cards are old. They don't make.
There's
these
also
cards
nostalgia
anymore.
with
They
it,
go
like
up
you know
in
what I'm saying.
price.
Like our generation now is like
Yeah.
there's very nostalgic.
But you got a good one.
purchases.
What'd you unbox?
It is. What is it?
It's a dark magneton.
It's a dark magneton.
Let me
Oh,
see
I
that
thought you
bad
got
boy.
Blastoise.
No.
Dark Blastoise.
Let me
Taking
take
out
but
the
he-
package.
Let me take it out of the pack and the
Ooh.
sleeve, so
Ooh.
you can really see it.
Oh yeah, I actually
my
do want to
God.
see it because I haven't really seen like crazy cards
Careful.
in real life. I'm gonna
Careful with
So
the
like that
magnets.
card,
I'm gonna
that
drop
card's
that
like
shit.
not very crazy. Like a dark Charizard's like what you wanted out of that pack, or
Yeah.
like a dark Blastoise.
But,
But like
Hitch got it because
it's just the
wait,
pattern.
didn't Hitch get it?
but not a hollow.
Oh,
I just learned that.
Like the card can be rare just because of the pattern it has. Like it has. See in
Right.
the top right of it, it's like a swirl.
Yep.
Like that shit's like really rare. Like that shit'll make the card be
Oh,
like some
okay.
like you know what I'm saying.
So
It
not
stands
all
out.
of them have that.
Yeah,
same
exactly,
Type of,
exactly. So you look for like the painting. You
What
want to
about
see
like
like the
the
centering,
actual abilities? Is that
No, that shit
does
doesn't
that
matter. but like the centering of the thing because it's all
You
a
break, you
different
buy.
design and shit. You know what I'm saying?
And that right there is worth.
6,500 if it's PSA 10.
that shit is
Right.
dope.
So Clay's selling it for $900, or if you buy two,
How
he'll
much
give
is
you
this for?
$50 off.
6,500.
I couldn't pass up to
600?
$50.
6,500
$6,500
if it's in
for a-
PSA 10, which I think it is. I think that's a PSA 10.
Everybody that's seen
That
it
is
up
so
close has
wild.
said the same thing.
That's so crazy.
Oh, so you don't know? It doesn't say on there if it's PSA.
That
10
card
or
is
not.
$7
you have to
grand.
getting it graded is what like.
Get that thing away from me.
Like, it's so bizarre to me that a card, and there's cards worth, multiples.
Dude,
of
I
that.
could get 2 pairs of Piet Para's Air Max ones. You know what I mean?
We
They're
get
like
it. You have
$3,500
a
each.
massive shoe collection. Weird. Guess what I'm wearing?
What?
My Nike Runner Boost 6.
Nice, dude. Wait, those are Will's too.
Are these yours?
What are they?
I think I stole these from you too.
I don't think I've ever owned those. No.
I'm
I had
pretty sure.
some black roaches.
I'm pretty sure those are yours.
Maybe.
Get jumped.
Um,
Get jumped. How do you feel that I stole your
My sweatpants? I'm real upset about that.
Yeah, I stole the sweatpants.
Is this just now?
They're the only thing that fits me.
So a week ago,
My big ass.
Hitch just sent me this. Mickey Mantle baseball card shatters record and sells for $5.2 million.
That's what I was saying. What type of cards,
Yeah.
because of this Pokemon thing, are people not on?
The
Baseball cards,
1952
obviously,
Topps Mickey Mantle PSA 9. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a grading system that ranges from 1 to 10. PSA, okay. Took the record from one of one Mike Trout rookie card that sold for $3.94 million in August. It's believed that there are only 6 PSA 9s of that Mantle card still in existence. Rob Go, the actor, anyway,
$5 million.
Yeah.
For a
I think that is the rarest
for a
card in the
Mickey-
world.
for
The Mickey Mantle
for
card.
Mickey Mantle. So obviously you have this, right? Like this is what esports is to traditional sports. Same
Yeah.
thing, right? This is the video game version of sports cards.
Pretty
and,
much.
Yeah, and people who grew up playing. I mean, think about the generations now that have been that have been growing up for the last decade that have been watching video game players, streamers, influencers, whatever. Like this is what's going to be valuable to them, not the LeBrons or the Garnetts or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's why when I say this and when I started looking at it, I'm like, there's no chance that this ever goes away. Like it's been around for so long.
Well,
I'm-
until all
I'm-
the cards are gone,
Exactly. Well, that's where
and then
yeah,
it's
that's
over.
That's where it is.
and
You
then
never
it's just going
know.
to be a market of people buying and selling cards.
I have a lot of stuff up there from the 90s. I got like 2001 shits from or 2011 stuff from Call of Duty. I collect my stuff. So for me to get this and just put it away forever, like I got all the patience.
What's
in the
your
world.
What's your most valuable collectible? You think? out of everything?
I'd probably say like that OpTic Formal.
Good looks.
You know what I'm saying? that OpTic Formal figurine. I don't know. It depends, right? To me, the most valuable stuff will probably be in one of those two boxes, and I'll probably have to go with the Obey figurine that's in that box. That's for me. Because I mean, it all depends. Like, what's your favorite thing? Like those cans, the Mountain Dew cans with all your faces. Like that's one of one. Like,
Fuck.
yeah,
How about that newspaper
fuck's
over
my
there? Wu-Tang declares
Those are
war. What
ours,
is it?
by the way. Those are
yeah,
ours.
those are yeah. But I'm
we
keeping
will
them.
reclaim them.
Yeah, at one point. But it's the same thing that I told Nate Shot. Look, Nate Shot is like the most careless dude when it comes to stuff like this.
Oh
And-
shit, you're not in
I'm not
that.
even on that. That's why I was like, what? What are you talking about?
You're not even on him. PJ Halley got a can.
Dude. I 3-0'd that dog shit team. Last time I played him.
Dude.
Bad, too.
Yeah.
They get a can.
Nice cans.
Oh damn, dude, I forgot.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. The Mixwell Call of Duty Razor mouse. That's valuable. That's what he won E-League with for us. That's one of 8 llamas up there. Those are my not my original. The original Air Force X1 Turtle Beaches. Like that's
Pretty dope.
That's what I started playing Call of Duty
That's
with.
nuts. That's old.
Yeah. I would probably have to say the Aesop Rock first and second CDs. He's my favorite rapper of all time. So,
Shit.
like, those are the first ones.
That's sick.
I got a full. I mean, dude, I got. So anyway, back to this. Like, I'm good at collecting. I'm good at saving stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, where is your first gold medal?
Pennsylvania.
Where's yours?
It's actually, you know what's crazy?
I have one here.
Is I lost it, or I didn't lose it, but I didn't know where it was for a long time. My mom made me a birthday present, like my most recent birthday, and she came in and it was like this fucking like frame
Yeah.
with the medal and
Yeah.
like a bunch of shit in it. I was like, what the
That's
fuck?
so
That's
dope.
dope as
Where's,
hell.
the
where's your
best.
second one?
In my theater room.
Oh, it is hung up.
No, it's just sitting on
Okay.
top of one of the speakers.
This is
Right, it is.
And the
it
chain
is.
isn't even attached.
It is.
bro.
I've seen
That's
it.
that's exactly what I mean, though. Like, I would take more care of that than you do.
I know
so
where it's
when
at.
yeah. But like Nate Shot, right? I told him I'm never gonna give you your gold medal until you buy a house because I know how you are and I know that's not gonna affect your way of thinking
Just
about
get thrown in a corner, maybe
Yeah.
forgotten about. Yeah.
I held his 2011 trophy from COT Champs for the longest time. And he finally got it in his office, right? Like I knew that he was gonna lose it. He's moved how many times? He's lost a bunch of dope shit.
Yeah.
Where I take good care of the stuff. Anyway, moving on. So anyway, I'm buying a box. Are you gonna buy one? Are you gonna buy a pack? It's $1,000. Yes.
I'm on pack. Maybe 2.
Okay.
Remember? I
I'm
remember.
good.
Remember I bought half
I'm
of
also
them?
good.
Like if I was really into Pokemon, obviously I would do it.
Are you really into making money? Are you
yeah.
into buying something for 100 and selling it for 2?
It's not guaranteed.
That's what he does
I'd
for a
rather
living.
sell
I
it at
mean,
200 and
It's-
buy it at 100.
It's not guaranteed.
isn't that what he just said, but backwards?
You could buy it for
Damn.
1,000 and not get diddly.
What did Will just say?
Especially with that attitude, Will. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What
And
did we
Deadly's
say?
not a
We were
Pokemon.
watching this live. We were watching this live, and what did we say? Is that we're getting something dope.
Oh yeah,
And then you
Right?
did it.
And we did. We put
we
it out there.
manifested it.
Yeah, we manifested
That's
it. You
wild.
and the way that he unboxed it too, he's like, all right, we're not gonna see it. It's like
Yeah,
you're
that
playing
was dope.
21, right? You're playing a hand of blackjack, and it's that.
You double down and like you want to see it? You're like, nah, I don't.
I don't want to see it. You know what I mean? And then they flip it. You're
What if
like,
we
oh.
They
just go play
bust anyways.
blackjack? That sounds fun.
I mean, it's the same shit. We can. Go do
I
that,
like
too.
this better because it lasts longer.
and it's cool.
Like the feeling right now, like in blackjack, they'll pay you right away, and you
Yeah.
won. Like, okay, you won. However amount, could be 100, could be 2,000.
You
Okay,
can hold
Seth?
on to that.
This, I'm still like hype about the
That's
fact that
just
I
so
have.
cool.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Jude's like, don't fucking sell that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why?
don't. I mean, it'll go up in value.
Yeah, but I mean, I could roll that into
I
some
would say
Piaparas
yes.
that are also going to be.
I would say yeah, but I mean, I'm not really too attached to a magneton. Like if it was a Charizard, I would say hold on to it.
yeah.
But it's a magneton.
I'll get a.
But it's
I'll-
a cool magnet.
I am gonna.
It is
I
a
am
cool
gonna
magnet.
have in the next break that I do because I just bought 3 more with some other dude. I'm gonna get a black hollow Charizard. Is that a thing?
Like a shiny
The
one.
Dark Charizard?
Yeah, dark Charizard. There you go.
You're talking about the black Charizard.
The black Charizard.
That means it's shiny.
He's charred and the shiny.
He's shiny.
He's
That's
shiny.
the most expensive
That's a term.
card.
No. The
No?
most expensive card, I believe, is a first edition base set Charizard. Davis,
Davis.
what's the most expensive Pokemon card?
Most expensive Pokemon card.
Not the Illustrator Pikachu.
Not the illustrated Pikachu. The
Yeah,
Charizard. The first.
First edition base set. Yeah, that's what I was saying too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's what I think it is.
I'm gonna have one of those. I don't know how. I'm gonna roll this into one of those.
Bro, I'd be fucking so hyped if you got that.
Where we would put it? Like right up there. and shit.
Dude.
It melts. under
Right
the-
there under the
Fuck, I
hex
don't
quarters
know.
in between that wiring case.
Oh, because I'm gonna get one of those before I get a million gold plaque. Million.
That'd be
That's
crazy.
messed up.
No,
Um,
you got that.
You know, there's a bunch of stuff. What are we at? How much time have we? Are we rolling? Okay, so we had a couple of questions from the fans that watched the podcast. Thank you to those who submitted questions. I'm gonna ask them right now, and then we're gonna go into the whole stuff that's been happening, with just shit that's happened. Okay. Do you think that kids should be? I'm sorry. Do you think that KDs, because it says kids here, do you think that KDs should be compared based on roles or not?
Yeah,
I mean, I guess.
they're different
I
positions.
say yes.
They're different
Because I'm the
positions.
bomb planner. Okay.
Okay,
and-
that's not a position.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Objective. I'm the OBJ. How am I not a position, Seth? Who plants the bomb for you guys?
Depends on the round.
Yeah, it depends.
Sometimes I'll take it. What?
I mean-
The person that can't shoot as straight as the others usually take it. That's
no,
why I take it.
I need to be let loose in search, and I think that everyone's seen that.
To answer your question, though, I mean, yeah, obviously KD should be switched by role. Like me and him should be comparable in our KDs.
Right.
He
But,
has
like
an
no one's
XM4.
playing for KDs. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
I have an AK-74U. He's got an XM4. Think shoots
Wait, so is
faster
roll
than-
just ARs versus SMGs? Or are you talking about?
yeah, I
like,
think there's
oh,
I think
Yeah,
that's what
just
you're asking.
ARs
Yeah.
versus SMGs.
Yeah, okay.
It
Yeah.
shouldn't be. ARs and SMGs should not be in the same.
So you're saying
That
the
makes
cards that are ranking you 98, and it had the. You're right. It did have aggressiveness in there.
Yeah, like
That's
that's
an AR, right?
But like if it was something else, like patience,
Yeah.
like an AR should have, I'd be a
Have
99.
Not have zero.
I'd have
Why is
negative
aggressiveness one of
points.
my
Oh yeah, you
categories?
might be in the negatives.
I'd be in the negatives.
You might.
Yeah.
I would have like 5 patients.
5. All right. So yes, the answer is yes. People should be based on, but nobody at this level of game
I'm
are
saying nobody.
okay. You're
There's some
right.
players.
There's some players that are playing for KD. You're right. And
Oh,
we've seen
yeah.
that most recently in a game of S&D that could have easily been won, but somebody wanted to get a kill instead.
Oh yeah.
We won't say who, but anyway, Demon Budgie, Carter Schrader is the one that asked that one. Demon Budgie says, "Do you think that people are getting too soft? Call of Duty constantly pushing to be kind to be the greatest part about God. He's talking shit between S&D routes. Use a comma, dude. He's basically saying, do you think that people are getting soft in Call of Duty because constantly pushing to be kind? But to me, the greatest part about COD is talking shit between S&D routes.
Who's pushing to be kind?
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. What? Like who's
He's
like,
saying people are
the general public or
talking
pros?
shit less pros to each other.
Is it pros? Is that what he's asking?
I don't know,
We haven't
just
played
people.
on. We haven't played on land.
I mean, if you're speaking of pros, I mean, I feel like we've all known each other for so fucking long now. Like, no one should get that butter. Well, it's like the video that we put out, a couple weeks ago. Like, I mean, like if you know me and Seth for a long time, we've known. You know what I'm saying? We've all been in the shit for so long. Like, if you're getting that hurt, then you're just soft.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we've all shot shit at each other. It's been so long. Like everyone's talked shit to each other at one point or another and meant it. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just like we've known each other for so long. We know we're gonna play again against each other. Like even if we lose champs last year, I mean we're gonna play champs next year too. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like it's just a cycle. Like we're just gonna keep playing each other over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're just getting tight over random comments and you're just soft as a person,
There's who
Use
likes
it
to
just
talk
for
shit in
jokes.
between S&D rounds.
I mean I don't know how. I mean I wish we could do that. That'd be fucking
Yeah, right.
hilarious.
Stand up. Well,
Oh, I guess you do.
stand up. You're up 1-0. You fucking suck.
Like this?
You would go up 2-0. You suck even more.
What do you You go.
We did talk shit at champs in between on Crusher.
Oh yeah.
Remember? We were up like 4-1.
We were super good.
Fucking joking.
We didn't say a single word until we were up 2-0 in the second best of 5.
Yeah.
Because like at that point, like because I didn't want to say anything after the first one because I was like we can still lose this shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But then we were up 2-0 in the second best of 5. I was
It's
like this
safe
shit's
at that
fucking
point.
over. Then I was like oh shit. We all of us are straight up screaming. You're like you
That
guys
was-
fucking suck.
Yeah, that was good. That was
Thank
good.
God we didn't joke that. That would have been so bad.
Oh, it would have been horrible.
Yeah. That
Get
is the
reverse swept.
Bro,
Fuck
that is the worst. That's the epitome of GB kids. We stomped on some GB kids yesterday, and they started shooting on the next game. It doesn't matter. It's neither here or there.
See,
Anyway,
he's mad
those.
about GB kids shooting his body. Like,
Yeah, I do. I get
Soft
tight.
ass motherfucker.
Yeah, I get tight.
they were getting had too.
I'm
Soft
nasty.
ass motherfucker.
Towards the end of the week, I get nastier.
He
But
has moments.
I do have my moments. If these could keep up with this, I'd stop. I'd start myself.
I believe you.
I don't know who who I would sit out of all of you though. You know what I mean?
What do you
Yeah.
mean?
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I was feeling on my wrist. I think I got tendonitis in my shit watching
Do you?
you. Yeah, no, I think it's from a lot of golf though. Like you ever squeeze your fist and you feel like a knot like
No.
bubble up in the
No.
and none of that.
No.
Okay, yeah, it's probably something
You
fucked
got
up.
something.
I've been to the driving range like every day for like 10
But I guess
days.
that
Could just be your conditions. It's your muscles getting stronger.
Oh, it's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with that.
it could be a
It's
thing.
it's getting broken down. It's gonna come back stronger.
I like
So yesterday,
Yeah, let's go with that.
yesterday something happened, and I guess this happens in esports a lot too. But it started in games. What I don't like about esports is that there's a lot of people out there who spectate, and they said, "Why are people booing the competitors? You know, like why are people booing them when they come out?" It's like, well, that's happens in sports every single day
Yeah.
when the opposing team comes out. He's like, yeah, but it's a mutual grounds thing. Well, yeah, but the fans are going to support who they
You're
support.
gonna choose someone. Yeah.
Anyway, last night, Courtside Karen. Have you heard of that?
No.
Have you heard of Courtside Karen?
I saw it this morning.
LeBron got into some words with some dude.
Mm.
Allegedly. There's
Alleged.
not even any proof.
Right.
Like she could be fabricating.
There
the
wasn't
whole
a
thing.
video?
No.
Oh,
Well, there was a video of her getting kicked out.
but there wasn't a
I
video.
saw
I
a
didn't-
video of
I didn't
her
see
like
that.
POV.
I find it hard to believe
courtside.
that there wasn't a video of LeBron and her talking. If there was something, you know what I'm saying?
No,
Someone recorded that.
what ended up?
She could have said some dumb shit and then just made up a story.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Well, she got her and her husband got kicked out.
So she was talking shit to LeBron. LeBron says some shit back.
I
and she
think
got kicked out.
LeBron was talking shit to her husband. Is
Yeah.
that, and then she like stepped in.
No,
and
yeah,
started.
no. But think about what you just said. LeBron was talking shit to her husband.
I think I don't really know.
Think about what it would take for a professional basketball player to
actually say something.
be like,
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
your shoes are garbage. Like, what the fuck are you wearing?
Mm.
You're like,
Yeah.
get the fuck off my
The guy must
court.
have said some shit.
The dude
some
said something
shit.
to Bron,
He did for sure. Yeah.
right?
You think about when
And then,
people shout
and then
at him.
LeBron fucking looked at him and says, like, it's like, you pay to see me play.
You watching me?
You watching me. Look at my bank account. You know, that's LeBron saying.
Yeah.
So then the wife stands up for LeBron and starts calling him a pussy ass bitch. Or
Wait, something for
whatever.
LeBron or for her husband?
No, for her husband.
Okay. I was like, she said it for LeBron. She turned it to her husband. She's like,
Yeah,
you fucking
fuck
bitch.
Greg.
And essentially, like they ended
love
up
you, LeBron. Like,
they ended up getting kicked out, and she made like this massive fuzz about it. If a player is telling you to get kicked out, like if there's incident, you should get kicked out because if they're drinking on quarter one, on the first quarter, they're only gonna get drunker as the game progresses, and it's only gonna get more egregious. It's only gonna get more egregious, and I'm not just gonna sit there. Like, what if somebody throws something at me? I'm not gonna fucking just sit there and take it. Court,
You go Ron
side.
Artest on him.
I would see, like even that, right? Even that, like, if there's a fan that's trying to fight me, a super athlete, and I got size on him, zero chance that I'm gonna let anybody try to step up to me like that. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling threatened by you. I'm here to do my job. You're just here to spectate me doing my job. Bing. You know what I mean? And it would have been justified. Okay, courtside Karen. Here is the video for you to look at. And
wait, is Ron Artest the same guy as Meta World Peace?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I haven't seen that video.
It was
Of
a-
him
he
just started
clocked
fighting a
somebody
fan,
in-
right? He was
yeah.
on the Lakers. And he just started swinging on someone.
Some dude walked up to him, a little short, chubby guy. And,
he just started
flexed at
swinging on
real
him,
quick.
right?
He just-
Yeah, he started kicking
All
his ass.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, LeBron says something to my husband. I stand up and go, don't fucking talk to my husband. He goes, sit the fuck down, bitch. And I go, don't fucking call me a bitch.
See, like I don't
I don't
believe.
think-
I feel like
believe
that was
that.
just
I
cap.
don't believe
That was cap.
That's what I'm saying. Like even the way she tells it, I don't believe a word she
That was
said.
the most cap I've ever seen in my life. What the fuck?
Bro, it was, I don't know, it was
There needs to
ridiculous.
be some kind of video evidence of those two talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a video of her courtside. I didn't
there is.
watch it all. I don't know.
No,
if
there
it
is.
was-
And she,
But I mean, again, if they're not talking and like look like they're
Getting into it.
roasting each other, then
Yeah.
it's like how
And
can
then-
you
well,
believe that?
LeBron said, "Is like I'm having this disagreement with this dude, and it's just like the relationship of a player and a heckler, right?
Yeah.
And I'm having, and all of a sudden this other person steps in and turns it into something that wasn't. And it could have been just that, right? It could have been LeBron feeding into that player heckler relationship just because it's part of the fun or whatever. They don't have any fans in the stands. They don't have any, so that
Oh,
relationship.
that's even worse. There's nobody there.
Yeah.
So you can like really hear this guy probably said something stupid.
You know who's the worst heckler in the world? My brother. I hate going to events with him. He'll talk shit to everyone. And I'm just like, dude, shut the fuck up.
like players on the
Yeah.
floor? Really?
Yeah, he'd be like, oh my God, nice pants, dude. and I'll be like, yo, shut up, man, you're embarrassing me. He's like, just like, fucking move then. I'm like, I'm not I bought the seats. I'm going to buy the seats now. Anyway, I don't know. I think is being blown out of proportion because of social media and her going crazy on social media.
For sure.
I don't know. But until I see the video, I'm not going to pass judgment on either side.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the guy could have said, good game, LeBron, and it rhymes with something else. And then
He thought he said something.
don't think about it. Don't think about it. Let's just move on.
I thought of a good one. Whatever.
Yeah. He wasn't, yeah, that's it. YouTube comments, we read them all. Any closing comments for this episode? If somebody yelled at you at an event,
I used to get all the time at Halo events. There were a lot of Halo hecklers.
yeah.
They'd stand behind you on Peter Station.
Dude, I remember after we got
screaming.
reverse swept in Atlanta, some guy was backstage and he said, "Long flight home," and I was like, "It's literally a 2-hour flight." Like,
Wow.
Really?
Who said that? Why don't you tell me?
just some random guy. And then I was in the middle of dapping up TymeR and Banks, like, good games, congrats to you guys,
Yeah.
like I'm winning. And then some random dude like walked past us and was like, "Long flight home."
Wait, I think I remember that.
Yeah, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "What's your deal?"
It's like one of like the FaZe dudes, not too well known, like FaZe, like Trixie or some shit.
Yeah, it could have been, but he was backstage, so I was like, maybe that was like one of them talking. It could, in my mind, I rationalized it as it was probably one of the FaZe guys talking shit, and I was already talking to them, so I like kind of just looked backwards, didn't really even look,
Yeah.
and then continued.
I do remember that though.
But
I would have
what the
been mega confrontational about that.
I was like, I said, "What the fuck?" Then I turned around, but like,
Will, did you ever get heckled?
it's kind of hard to heckle at a COD event unless someone's sitting in the stands,
Yeah.
like.
Like
You
Happy,
know,
the guy in Happy
someone out
Gilmore.
there
You're
just-
like looking
You
up.
know
Someone
what
just
I'm talking
emoting in the back.
The guy in Happy Gilmore. You're just like, you suck, jackass.
Yeah.
Anytime you're
I'll
like-
meet you in the parking lot, McGavin. He's got a nail sticking out of his head.
Oh man! All right, well that's gonna do it for this episode number 11 of the OpTic Podcast. Certainly appreciate. Did I just hit my
No, you didn't.
magneton?
You didn't.
No,
Thank
no.
you
Magneto.
for tuning in. We appreciate it. Make sure you share the podcast if you guys enjoyed it. We're on all audio platforms. Don't need to remind you, but I will and continue to remind you to leave a like on the video. Do not leave a comment down below if you guys want to have us discuss one of your topics on the future podcast. Certainly appreciate it. We will see you next week. Goodbye.
Peace.